Hello and welcome to Turning Pages with Bree. So glad you are here spending some of your TIME time with me on yet another video. This video is going to be me going through a book haul. Of course, a book outlet book haul, because I could not pass up the opportunity to get some great books for $5.99. And I also have a few books that I've purchased along the way since I've, not done a book haul. So I'm going to have those books along with, and my book of the month, which I'm not supposed to even have anymore. I'm actually going to be canceling that soon, but I have not done it yet. I did a partial stop on it and it automatically picked up after like 3 months, whatever the case may be. Anyways, that is what we're here to talk about, these books. Of course, welcome all new subscribers, all returning subscribers, all people that are just interested in hearing me talk for a little bit about the books that I purchased. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it so that I am not holding you too long, because the last video I put out, if you looked at it, was my vlog of 3 books, and I felt like that was just way too long. It was over an hour. I do talk a lot, but it just to me was too long, and it took me way too long to get it all together. I had to delete stuff on my phone to get it, to work, to get it even out to you guys. So I am not trying to be that long-winded. I am not trying to be on video talking about books that long. So anyways, next time I do the next 3 books, it will be shorter. And at the end of this, I am going to share with you the 3 books that I am going to be doing next on my next vlog. So I will do that quickly at the end. So we're going to get right into it. And this is in no particular order, because this is a box I got over here of just books. And I'll try to make sure that I tell you what books are from where. Okay. So I'm just going to grab a stack. And we're gonna move from there. There's a lot. Okay, so first one is up is my Read Her book box book, and that is Take What You Need by Aisha Bree. I actually have a couple of books by Aisha Bree, I think 1 or 2 that I purchased about 1.5 years ago or so at a one of those indie author events that I had never been to. I think it's called Indie Love, and it was here in Atlanta, and I went to it, and I think I taped it and everything, some of it, and so I picked up some books from her before, and this is Read Her book box, the book from June, I think it was the June book. And so anyways, it's a small town Rose Haven novel, and it's gorgeous, as you can see. Look at that. It's just so pretty. I love her books because they're nice and floppy, they're big, and it's not very long. This is, look how pretty this is. This is Penning Love That Mends. I love how she did this. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty how she did that? I don't know if you can see that. That is so pretty. But anyways, I love having books like this in my possession. Anyways, this is 312 pages, looks like, somewhere in there. So not much at all. Okay, so that's from my last Read Her box. Beautiful book. And so, so that you know, this particular book, Take What You Need, when it's in the Read Her box, it's done specifically for that box. So the actual copy, I don't think looks like this. I will try my best to put both, a picture of both, or at least the different one that you may see if you wanted to order this book, what it would look like if you ordered it from Amazon or something, because it looks different than this. So next one is Losing Sight by Miss Tati Richardson. And I have been wanting to get my hands on this and the Struck Speechless, which is the second one in this series. And I know that she's going to do a 3rd one as well. I have not read anything by her, but I was able to see her at one of my libraries in my county. They do like these author events, author talks or whatever. And so I was able to see her speaking about her struck speechless and just about this series in general. And so that made me quite interested in her. So now I am on a hunt to get more of her books. This one I got off of Amazon. I should have bought it from like an indie bookstore, but I could not pass it up because it was really a good deal at the time. It was like they were running a special, so it was really, really, really cheap. I can't remember exactly. I'll probably try to, when I put this up, I'll try to put it up there so you'll know how much I end up getting it from Amazon. So it was a real good deal I could not pass up. And so I went ahead and grabbed it in its perfect condition, brand new. And I'm looking for Struck Speechless to try to get that because that's the latest one. And these are stories about people that are of a certain age. They are not young adults or, you know, in their 20s and 30s. These are older women and so older men. And so I love stories that kind of identify with my age bracket. And I can't wait to get into this series. So got that. And the next one is, these next two are from the Harlequin service reader box that I get. I get that it's not very expensive monthly, and it sends me 2 books of like indie authors. Majority are indie, I believe. There may be some traditional authors in there, but anyways, these are mostly new authors to me. There are a few every once in a while that I've gotten that are some authors that I am familiar with. I would love it if they gave more diversity in the picks that I get. That's maybe one of the reasons why I may end up canceling it. Last year or a year and a half ago, I did the Reveal book box, trying it out because I thought that it would be a good way because it gives paperback books as well. And I love paperbacks. And so anyways, I kept getting all these books from these indie authors, but they were not of color. And so that made me cancel it. And so this one, I've gotten a few that are of color and I like that, but I haven't gotten enough. And so I get the subscription because you can change the type of subscription you get with them. So I get the one that is 2 books in regular size, in you know what I'm saying, tradition, not the little Harlequin little smaller size pocket-like books. You have an option to get the regular size paperbacks, and you can either get the mystery like thriller option or you can get the romance option. So I get the romance right now. I think either what I'm going to do is switch over to the mystery because I don't have a lot of mystery thrillers in my collection, and I would like an opportunity to get a little bit more in my own personal collection of some mystery thrillers that I enjoy reading. So I may switch that because I have plenty of romance. And right now I'm just not getting any romance that are of color. And I don't like that because I really want to support us, because I need to support us and put all of our books on my shelves. Not that I don't like other authors. I love them as well. I enjoy a wide variety, but I want to give space for us in my pockets. Okay. So anyways, see, here I go talking too much. But this one is Deidre by Deidre Duncan, and it's called Love and Other Side Effects. This is the author, if you can see that, Deidre Duncan, and this is the book. It's cute. It's obviously going to be some type of medical, you know, hospital romance type situation. Love and Other Side Effects. So that's a cutesy name. So it's probably a cool little book. The next one is by Sheila Roberts, and it's Love on the Shelf. Older young lady. And this is the book. And as you know, I'll always have them up here so you can see. But we'll see what that's about. Love on the Shelf makes me think of, it's going to be something with books, like a bookstore or a library or something. So we'll see what that's going to carry. And the next one is Talia Hilbert, A Girl Like Her. And this is a Ravenswood novel. And I don't know if I have any other Talia Hilbert books, but this is a floppy one too. This is another author that I have been wanting to read and pick up. And this is such a beautiful book. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? See, I love the representation. I love it. You see what I'm saying? Black woman getting loved on. Love it, love it, love it. So anyways, and it's got the sprayed edges, and I got this from Amazon. I got this one from Amazon. So just in case you were wondering, but it's a beautiful book. I just thought it was so pretty in pink. So that one. And then I also got from Amazon, Steal My Heart by Laura Pavlov. Beautiful book again. Sprayed edges, look at that. It's cute, it's gorgeous. This is a gorgeous book to me. This is the first one in this series. And I picked this one up because you'll see I got, I think, the second or third book in the series on the $5.99 sale. And I can't, it's, you know, it's something about with series, I can't start in the middle unless I do it by accident. I gotta start at the beginning. And yeah, Steal My Heart is the first one. Yeah, it's the first one. And so I am going to obviously pick this up at some point. But this is, I think, a pretty long series, I think. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, y'all. And excuse me one second. Let me just push these over. Sorry, guys. And grab my book of the month. Hold on one second. All right, so sorry about that, guys. The book of the month is the next one, and that is by Miss Tia Williams, The Misconnection. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't really care for this book. Not the book. I mean, I don't care for it being hardback, and I don't care for the artistry. It's not. It's not attractive. Not to me. But I do care for the fact that I'm supporting an indie. I'm not an indie, but hold on. All right, so I am about to go in and finish filming this book haul. Sorry, I had to be rudely interrupted. Let's get to it. Okay, so sorry about that. Had to readjust and come back. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. This real life stuff here. Okay, had to readjust a little bit. All right, because had to stop. But back to Miss Tia Williams. Glad to support her. Glad to see her on the list of options for the book of the month. And hey, if it's one of us, I'm going to always try to support as much as I can to get those numbers up. So the fact that I actually do not like hardbacks, and I need to stop getting these book of the months because I really don't care for hardbacks. So it's just something in me that wants to know what my picks are going to be. And then when the picks come out for the choices, and if it's one of us or if it's one that I have kind of been wanting, then I feel compelled to go ahead and stick it out and stay again and get another one. So my reasoning is whatever, but I'm glad to be in the number of getting her book. Personally, like I said, I don't care for the artwork. It's just not my hype. But I hope that the paperback of this is much more attractive to me. And maybe I'll get that if I really want to read this book. Because honestly, I don't know. I'm probably going to read it at some point. But I don't know. I probably won't be reading the actual physical copy. I probably will just listen to it. So anywho, and I actually almost started to just get because with Book of the Month, you can get the audio of it if you use their app. And so I almost did just do that, just use their app and got the physical, and didn't get a physical copy this time, but I've never tried to do it that way. But I was tempted to, but I was like, let me just go ahead and get the physical book. Cause it's something, of course, about, I love just receiving the book mail that I'm paid for. Of course, it just makes me happy. It does something inside of me that says, oh yeah, I love it. So because I've been with book of the month for, I guess, a certain amount of months and gotten a certain amount of books, I now am eligible to get their bag included. And so I have my own little cloth bag for Book of the Month. It says Book of the Month on this side, has a pocket. Of course, they always send you a book of the month bookmark. This one actually is kind of cute because I like the color. It's a different color. It says BFF, the mark of a true BFF. Get an exclusive book of the month tote bag to celebrate your birthday month with a free book credit. I'm sorry. Choose a free book of the year finalist each year. Okay, so those are the things that come with being a BFF. So now I am considered a BFF, which is probably another reason to stick it out and stay with Book of the Month a little longer, even though I'm not a hardback girly, because I've graduated to another step in the Book of the Month phenomenon, I guess, or whatever. Anyways, I like the fact that for my birthday month, I'm going to get a free book credit. So, and that's coming up in August. I'm an August baby. And so I probably will be sticking it out with Book of the Month a little bit longer. Don't know how long. But anyways, it's a cute bag. I'm glad I got it and glad I'm able to share that with you guys. Sorry, I'm gonna mess up my thing. And glad I got Miss Tia Williams' book. I've heard mixed reviews about it, so we'll see where I land with it all once I listen to it, because I'm pretty much probably going to listen to this instead of reading the physical copy. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, on to the next, because we don't want this to be too long. I have book outlet books. That is all that's next. I wanted to get all the other ones out of the way, and now I'm going to share with you. I think I got, we'll count them at the end, but I got a good amount of books for the $5.99 sale. And I got a lot of books that were from us, okay? And I love that. I love supporting us. Love supporting any good author that I enjoy, because I enjoy us immensely, but I also enjoy other people. So don't get me wrong. I read, if you follow my, YouTube channel, you'll see that I read kind of diversely. I don't just read Black women authors. I do read other races, and I do enjoy them. Some of them I don't, but I'm honest. I read what I like. And so that may be of another race. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I love the fact that I get to read diversely, and I encourage you, if you are a reader of any type or sort and love romance and thrillers, don't limit yourself to just one type of reading source. You know what I'm saying? Broaden it out. Read from other people, whether it be Black or somewhere else. Broaden your horizons and read other folks' stuff, because they have some good stuff. Not just us. Not, other people have good books. So anyways, off of my soapbox, onto these books. All right, so I got Mary Monroe, One House Over. This is a series, I believe. I am pretty sure it is. This is the book. Isn't it beautiful? And it's nice and floppy. I love that. So anyways, this is a series by Miss Mary Monroe. Let me see if it says here what it is. Okay, we ain't gonna worry about that right now. One House Over, and more than likely, you know the thing. I'll have it up here for you to see and know what it is. I got one of my other favorite authors that I don't actually have any of her books. And so when I seen this one on there, I was like, you know what, let me pick this up, because I haven't read it, number one. And number two, I want to read it because I read the first book in this series. And number three, it's an favorite author of mine to read, Miss Robbie Renee. I don't hear a lot of people talking about her books, but I enjoy her writing, and she does a great job. She has a lot of emotion in her writing. And I got Somebody's Husband. I already read Somebody's Wife, but I was so shocked to see that it was on there. Nice book. So, and it's in very good condition. Next one I got is new to me author, Soldiers of Love, Beautiful Scars. It says it's Enticed and Untamed is the author. I guess that's the author's name. That's different, but I thought the book was pretty. I thought that was just a beautiful book. And I think it's another one in this, it may be a series, I think. But I'll have it up here for you guys. Oh, and it says inspired by true events. Did not know that. Whatever this is about, it's inspired by true events. So definitely want to read that. The next one is The Nature of Love by Toni Shiloh. She's a Christian fiction writer, and I have several of her books. I have not picked up one of her books to read yet, but I am. And this one looked so cute. It looks so fall festival, like, you know, just all the feels. I like that. And it's got the little pooch, because you know I'm a dog mom, so I think that's so cute. I think this is a beautiful cover. It sold me just on the cover. I was like, oh yeah, cover buy, I'm buying. I'm picking up what you putting. Picking up what you putting down. The next one I got was Sandra. It's by Sandra. It's called The Treacherous Wife. This looked interesting. The book came a little bit damaged. It was like a little fold, not too bad, but it just looked interesting. And I had never heard of this author. I have never heard of this book. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give him a shot. I don't know anybody that has talked about that book, but if you know something about it, please share. The next one is by Miss Rhonda McKnight. It's called Bitter and Sweet. And I have read one book by her, I think, just the one. And it was good. I think it was The Thing About Home. That was a good one. And she writes not Christian, but I don't think that's considered Christian fiction, but it's closed door. So it's no sexual, spicy scenes. As far as I know, I think that's how she writes all the time. Possibly, don't quote me on that. But the book I read, A Thing About Home, didn't have any spice. And this, I think, does not have any spice. I've heard people talk about it. And so I can't wait to read it. I think it's about two sisters. But it's a beautiful book. It did come with a little bit of damage there at the end, but I can get past it. I hate when I get any kind of damaged books from Book Outlet, but just so that you know, when you do order from Book Outlet, there is possibilities that you will get a book with those type of small damages and not in pristine, perfect condition. So be expected of that. Now, you don't actually have to return or anything. I think the only time they will return it if it's really, really damaged. For little stuff like that, they're not going to take it back. But for major damage, something majorly wrong with it, they will take it back. But they will ask for pictures. Okay, just FYI, because I have had some that came damaged really bad in the past. Not much, and I've had to return it. And they asked for pictures, but they returned it. The next one is Technically Yours by Miss Denise Williams. Okay. And that just looks so cute. Them together, isn't that cute? So can't wait to read that. And I got The Rewrite by Lizzie. I'm gonna just say Lizzie Blackburn. I can't pronounce her middle name, but it's a short read. This is a small book. And I just thought it was so cute with them sitting there. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna support it. I've seen some people say they bought this also on Book Outlet. So I just wanted to be in the number and support my sister and see what she rocking with. All right, and just a few more to go. This one is by Bernita Renee Jenkins. It's called A Diva Secret. No, I'm sorry. This is the name of the book. The name of the book is Bernita Renee Jenkins, Diva Secret Agent, and is by Larissa Bates. This is the book. Now, let me tell you, because I was going through Book Outlet trying to see what books that I could get from us in the Black literature category, because if you don't know, they have a section that says Black literature, so you can go there and specifically look for all of us. And so I went there looking to see what I could get that I did not have. And so upon finding some of the things that by the cover looked interesting, I said, let me just pull it up and listen on Audible real quick, or Libby, whichever what I picked on at that moment, to see what the book is about. So I did it on this one. And when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. I almost started listening to the whole thing, but I said, nope, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna buy this, and then I'm gonna pick it back up and read it, because this sounds pretty good. Sounds like some mess. It just sounds intriguing. So If you don't do that sometimes, and you can probably figure out if this is something that you really like just by kind of listening to the preview of it, a small sample, and then, you know, you can decide whether it's a good buy for your liking. The next one I got is Come and Get It by Kylie Reed. I don't think that's Kelly. I think that's Kylie Reed. And I had seen this book in Barnes and Noble last year, and I did not realize it's by a sister. Yeah. I don't know if you realized that or anybody knew that, but when I seen that it was on the list in the Black Literature, I was like, oh, this is my sister. Okay, let me go. Because I was picking it up in Barnes and Noble, but I didn't end up getting it. And I was like, you know what? I might want to go ahead and check this out when it came up on Book Outlet, and it was only $5.99. It's like, oh yeah, I want to get this all the way. So glad I waited, and so glad I'm able to get that and get a chance to read it. So we'll see. I've seen, I think, one or two people talk about it, so I can't remember the details, and I'm glad I can't. But I'm glad I was able to get it for such a good deal, because that's what it's all about, right? I also got Fall at Once by Nora Everly. I just cover by fall theme. Look at that, just all the way. Look at that. I just thought it was just so pretty, and I think it is a part of a series, and I don't think this is number one, which, you know, how I feel about that. But it was just such a beautiful, look how that foil, isn't that pretty? Anyways, I just wanted it. It says it's in a cozy creek, love is the perfect recipe. So, and he's a fireman, and she, you know, just, I guess, some kind of little baker or something, because they both got spoons, if you see on the cover there. That's so cute. So anyways, got that. And then I also picked up Miss Laura Pavillon's Over the Moon in that same series. Look at that. And that's what prompted me to get the first book in the series, because I was able to snatch this one up. And I think I have, this is the third one. And I have the first one, and I think the second one is the one I'm missing. Yes, it is. My Silver Lining. That's the second one. And I don't have that one. So I'm be on the hunt for that one, because I just like the way they look. I want them on my shelf, and I want to read them. I do want to read them, because I haven't read anything by this author. So I want to try her out, but I just love how beautiful the books are, and that sold me. Okay. And then I got Before We Were Us by Denise Hunter. Okay. And this, I don't know. I think this may be like suspense. It says she can't remember, he can't forget. So maybe it's a suspense story. I don't even know. Maybe, possibly. It says small town romances with big hearted characters. Okay, so no, it's a romance. My bad. We'll work it out. It's a romance. All books are romance. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 13 books for $5.99 each from Book Outlet. So hopefully you enjoyed this book haul. Hopefully maybe this enlightened you to how to shop on Book Outlet for some of our different books that we have, and that you can pick up there for a good buy. And share with me if you read any of these, and you may actually want to tell me about it. Like, how was it? Did you enjoy it? You know, all the things. So hopefully this wasn't too terribly long. Just wanted to share with you what I bought from Book Outlet and a few other places. And I will see you on the next one. I forgot something. I was supposed to share with you guys what I am going to be doing for the next book vlog that I'm going to do. What 3 books that I'm going to be reading. And they go like this. Kristen Hanna, Night Road, because I have had this on my TBR and being meaning to read it. I'm going to read it, and we're going to talk about it. Eleanor and Gray by Miss Brittany Cherry, one of my favorite authors as well. And Rochelle Ayler's Take the Long Way Home. Okay? Those are the 3 books that I am going to be sharing with you and reading for my next book vlog. and it will not be as long as the last one. So just wanted to pop back in and let you know that these are going to be the 3 that I'm going to share. Okay, carry on.